Hello and welcome to another exciting sessions of the helpjuaya.com. This is a podcast where we bring to you topics relating to the service year, life during and after the service year, career growth, as well as other opportunities that involves around the NYC experience. I am Omotunde Esther and I'm your host for this session. Okay, so we have an hot topic for us to discuss on the session for today, and it's such an engaging one, and I'm sure you would also love it. So before we dive into what we have for today, I'm not alone. I have with me
Ayooluwa.
Ayooluwa. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'm happy to be here.
Good. So, what do we have for today? The service year in the social media sphere. The NYC service year in the social media sphere. You know, going by the Instagram and TikTok posts, we've seen several core members. Some of them would display, vacation on service year, fun. And on the other hand, some people are saying they're smiling and suffering. Their PPA is the worst place ever, and so many things like that. So we'll focus on how social media has portrayed NYC versus how it is actually meant to be. And then we'd also look at the positive and the negative side of social media on the NYC experience. Ayooluwa?
Yes.
Back where we are at camp.
Oh my God.
I remember the first post I saw on camp was when people started posting about Mami Markets. You know, some people were saying, oh my God, Mami Market is such a wonderful place. And on the other hand, some people were displaying that things in Mami Market were just so expensive. So let's go back to the camp days and talk about how social media actually portrayed NYC.
Thank you so much for that question. First, I want to say, if you don't experience something, you won't know the reality, right? So before I went to camp, I see people go and find yourself a boy to take you to car and Mami Market because the things inside market is expensive, so you need money. Not just only your money, you need someone to help you. So I think if you get to camp, when I got to camp, I get to experience that. You don't need anybody to sponsor your life. Sorry, okay. I'm so sorry to say that because some people will argue with that. But at the same time, when you get there, you will know that you need those people in Mami Market. They need you. But they are not forcing you to come and get something.
You're right.
Not all things are expensive.
Okay.
You cut according to what you can spend, right?
Yes.
So if it's 300 naira you have, there should be something that you can get that is 300 naira. And I think I've gotten that. We moved together when we were in camp. So we got most things together. So we'll see that social media actually portrayed this thing so bad. But when I am there now, I notice that it's not that bad. Right? I can afford these things. I don't need someone to sponsor my life for that.
Beautiful. So, I love that. And so now coming back to life after service, by the time we got settled in our different PPAs, and some people were posting, you have your own share of that. Some people were posting how the management at their PPA can be so frustrating and this and that. And on the other hand, we are seeing people in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, in Highland, talking about how they're enjoying so many benefits. There's accommodation, free accommodation, there's breakfast, there's this and that.
There's stipend.
Can you please shed light on that?
I think I'm there now. I know that. True, there are a lot of different things, different PPA, and people get to experience that. And I think the reason why people post things on social media is based on where they are being posted and their experiences, right? But I'm in Osun State. I'm being posted to a school. Okay. I know what I'm passing through, right? And social media have posted the differences between schools, public schools and private schools.
Yeah, and comparison.
And coming back online and seeing some people telling you, they gave me breakfast at my PPA this morning. And you look at yourself and say, God, I am under this ceiling shouting at students, and somebody is at a company doing 9 to 5 and she's experiencing this type of life. So we get to post or to to upload things on social media based on where we are and the experiences we
The
have.
experiences we
Yeah.
have. Talking about the experiences that we have, I would say that some of these experiences have actually built capacity in us. They've helped us to build capacity. Let me put it that way.
Yes.
They've helped us to grow. They've helped us to see life in a different way.
Yes.
For someone that is coming from a private university and who have to serve in somewhere like Ilesha or Ilauro going Osun State here and is being posted to a public school, such a person will see life in a different way.
Yes.
And such a person will be able to see how to shape the future educational system, healthcare system, what have you, in the right way. Such a person will see that, okay, for example, if you were posted to a school where the principal of that school is a tough person, you'd be able to tell yourself, okay, I'm not going to address my own employees in the future this way this woman is doing. Do you get? So I feel that is actually helping us so much. So now let's talk about the downside of social media on the NYSC service here. What can you say about the downside of social media?
I think we've mentioned that earlier. Comparison, wala, one of the major things in our generation now. You compare where you are to where you are serving. Different people, different core members compare that. I can remember me posting a video. I went to pay one of my friends a visit at his PPA. And the first thing when I entered his PPA, it was AC I first encountered. I said, Jesus, this is life here. And I had to post that online. I'm like, there are differences, there are different PPA, and NYSC actually posted some of us to school. And I had a girl posted reply under my post and said, have you seen my own PPA? Do you know what I do? They give us breakfast in the morning, in the afternoon. And I'm like, why are you people comparing?
So you didn't check out our
I actually checked too. I sat down. I'm pretty sure you will be like, why is this girl on my page? I had to go and search. I'm like, if I don't eat to school where I'm posted to, it doesn't concern them. But where you are, they will ask you, go out and go and get your...
fast. Oh my God.
So there is comparison, voila, and it makes you to think
I think it brought us into depression.
Yeah.
For some people that can't handle that kind of thing,
yes.
and they're seeing that kind of thing just online. You are here in Ilesha, Osun State, or Osogbo, or Ilauro, somewhere,
and you don't tend to understand Yoruba,
and you are there. See somebody in one of the PPAs at the Banana Highland.
Yes.
And you're like, am I a spoon? What's going on here?
These people speak English to you. I have one of my friends that said, why did I have to come from Akwa Ibom to a school where I will finish teaching students in English and they will ask me to interpret in Yoruba? I don't even understand Yoruba myself.
Let's even talk about pressure to pepper them. I've heard that slang several times. Pressure to pepper them. And I can't even imagine believing that some core members actually rent clothes and go to fake PPAs and say, oh, this is my PPA. Like,
all that for content.
Are you trying to oppress someone?
All that for content because they know who will consume it.
You don't have to make such content. You don't.
You know who will consume it, and we get to share with other people. And when I share it with you, you ask me what's the guest handle. Let me go and check. We get to check
so that I can follow the girl.
A lot of people to
attraction to the
and what they don't know is it's just for a few months, right? You don't have to do that.
You don't have to. You don't have to. Okay, and there was this time that something happened and it really caused what I can call a disaster. Do you remember? We didn't actually have a share of that, but some months back when initially the pay for the alawi was actually 33,000 naira. And then there was this rumor out there that federal government is about to start paying 77,000 naira. And even without an official letter, the federal government hadn't approved of it yet. There were rumors out there. Core members were already putting it out. I had core members who were already in debt. They had to go and take things on credit because they felt like, they're going to pay us 77K this month.
I think
so
our problem is reading headlines and not consuming what the
we have
content
that
is.
problem in Nigeria.
So it's actually common.
Mm.
We read something, just a line or two lines, and we put it online. Until you start checking comment sections of people, it's not like that. Did you finish reading it? Did you see what they said exactly? And you be like, actually, I need to go and sit down and read this myself.
You're right.
So I think why they actually push that fake news is, we've been saying we call a lot of people to their page, and people will consume that. And also, they do not have patience to read enough and share the positive things that is happening or the truth that is happening on social media.
Okay, you know what? Enough of the downside of social media portraying NYC in a negative way. Let's actually ask ourselves and discuss. Can we actually give any accolades to social media?
Actually, let's give social media its flowers.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually helped me too. When I was packing, Information Central is actually Information Central. You can just walk in on the street of TikTok now, search what are the things to pack to camp.
Yeah.
And you see very different videos.
This get ready with me as I pack my bag to the camp.
And you pack, some people pack extra, some people pack, they do not pack extra, like they do not have things enough to pack. And it actually affected me too, because I said something like that. What should I pack to camp?
Okay.
And I packed some things, I got to camp and said, why?
I don't need this.
And I think there was a time that I watched one video that a lady was like, that mosquito net that you're about to pack, that
don't bother,
drop it.
Especially in Osun State, like I did not even see any mosquito.
That person said, that mosquito net that you're about to
don't bother,
drop it, my sister. So I think it is information central.
Okay.
You get to see, you get to experience, you get to see what people have experienced, and community and mental health.
Okay.
I saw a video last time, and the lady was, get out of your office, pick out of your 77,000 naira, come outside and come and buy juice and drink. Let's meet at this social place. I think the lady is at Lagos. And you see, in a comment section, people are like, please, where are you? Please let me come and meet you. Please, I need to actually get out of this place too. So, and our generation now, mental health is actually key.
It's key.
Anything, they're affecting my mental health. So, the best thing.
And I think we should say this to core members watching us. If you're a core member, you're watching us, please, you don't have
go out, look for somebody at your
after
side.
your PPA, just unwind, meet with your friends, hang out, go on social activities, make your service here a fun season for you.
So social media has helped in creating community, and some people created some community like that. They see themselves in, they share experiences, they share information, and from there they are good. And another thing is Said. Oh my God. Oh,
talking about that Said lectures. I remember seeing so many before going to camp. I remember seeing so many pictures and videos of people sleeping.
Yes, sir.
And
you sleep. I'm guilty of that too.
I was like, wait, are you trying to tell me that the Said lecture is always boring?
This is boring.
Can you help us shed light on that? How did you say
positive and there's negative side of Said? So when I got to camp, the following weekend they told us Said is starting next week. I said, Jesus. The first day I was doing big gear, like I'm not going to sleep. It's not good for me to sleep. The second day I don't even know what happened. I just asked the guy in front of me, please, can I put my head on this chair? The guy was like, okay, you can. And when they were done and they were like, come member, stand up, let's sing. I said, so we're done. So this is actually what is happening. That's why I said earlier when I first started that when you don't experience something, you don't know the reality. And also it has a positive side. Me saying I am sleeping, there are a lot of people that are awake. It has not happened to you, does not say it has not happened to
I truly learned a lot during the same classes. I learned a lot. Like things that I had not even, informations that I'm not familiar with before. I was able to get them during the service year. And you know what other thing that helped me was that before camp, I saw a video of a lady who made a video that when you get to say lectures, don't sleep. So it prepared me. Why? She said that you would meet with organizations would come to speak to you during the SAID lectures and you would find interest in them. For example, let's say NHIA organization came to speak to the core members during the SAID classes and you just have interest in that. You can walk up to that organization, even if it's private or governmental one, you can walk up to that organization and tell them, please, I have interest, and I would love to work with the organization. It's you coming to meet them that I would love to work with you. Is there something you could do? And the lady told us that so many organizations will pick up such a person and employ that person, send an employment letter to that person to get posted to the organization. So that's a lot of people. That's a lot people are missing.
Even majority of those people that come to teach us all these things learn from NYSC.
Yes.
And some people, I see some of my friends now, they now have their businesses.
Beautiful.
They joined racing class and you see them, your Kyoda, your this, your that, and you're like, and it was during state class, this person learned this thing, and now they are making their money. That's the positive side of saying.
And we should also talk about the networking.
Yeah.
I've seen people who learned businesses, and after camp they built a brand around it.
Yes.
And then they found themselves, posting. And there's a sentiment that core members would also want to patronize core members.
Yes.
So, for example, you learned how to make souvenir, or what do you call it? Racing during the camp. And then you now started posting about it. That, I make this, I learned this on camp. Core members would also want to. So it's like networking.
Yes.
So, and social media has really helped in that way. And I think we should not forget the fact that social media is also portraying national unity.
Yes.
It's portraying NYSC as a scheme for national unity. You see a Yoruba lady who was posted to Sokoto, Taraba. And she's already learning Hausa language. Or an Igbo guy who is here and is already falling in love with a Yoruba girl.
And you get to experience, their food. Right?
Oh, yes.
I see my friend come from Akwa Ibom and say, you people have different food. You don't have different food. Yeah, come to my place. And in my head, I'm like, how I wish I'm at your place to get to experience a variety of your food, what you people have. So there's national unity, and it also helps accountability.
Okay.
You get to gist about what happened. Not only on social media, even individual, when we see ourselves. How is it at your side? How is it at my side? Then we get to share ideas on this is how it should be done. This is what I did and this is what actually happened. So social media help pushing that. A lot of people will tell you, I was praying for them not to post me to a private school. And eventually they did not actually post me there. They posted me to a public school. And when you ask them, how do you know the difference between public school and private school, they will tell you they saw it on social media. They see what they pass through. Both of them, you actually pass through stress at both public school and private school, but there are deep levels to this.
Yes.
So
I think we should not also forget about job opportunities.
Yeah.
Several people have posted on LinkedIn about their PPA. Do you get? And a lot of people who are not already serving already. I love this PPA. I see this guy on LinkedIn post about his PPA. I think I would love to work with them and send an application letter to them and get an employment letter, and that person can be posted to to that PPA. That means that for that, social media has saved that person a lot of stress of being posted to where you don't even want or desire, right? Okay, that's beautiful. I love what we are discussing right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's round it up.
Okay.
Yes, let's round it up, and I just want you to talk to viewers watching us, or especially core members watching us, what you can actually cap it up to say about social media versus the NYSC experience.
Enjoy social media. And I'll still say it. Reality is different from social media.
Yes.
Come and enjoy the fun in NYSC. It's actually fun. Yes, it is actually.
Yeah.
It's actually fun.
And you don't want to miss it.
You do not want to miss it. Don't let social media enjoy you. Social media portray or push a negative side of NYSC, which makes some people say, I would not actually go for service. But there are positive. There's no how we say it pushes negative part. There are positive things. So people are making it through NYSC. Let me say that. So enjoy. Come and enjoy the fun in NYSC. Enjoy what social media pushes to you, and also post the dance. If you are the one that always posts about your PPA, post the dance, post the fun, post the shout, how you shouted at your your employer, and let people balance it. Don't balance
it. Balance it.
Show us the positive, show us the negative side
on your page. Do
let people see that, when social media push your negative side on my page, on my page, let me be able to go to your page, go through your page and see both the positive and the negative part.
Beautiful.
So I'll be the one to choose which one I want to actually do.
Great.
So
great.
Thank you.
And to cap it up, that means use your platform well.
That is it.
Use it well. And social media is not just about NYSC service here is not just about posting of pictures or showing us your car key. Some people will say delay is not denial or something. It's not about that alone. Let's portray NYSC service here to the social media that it's a scheme for nation building, for personal growth and development, for capacity building, and for fun moments. I think this is a point where we'll round it off on this session. I hope that you've enjoyed a lot. I hope that you've gotten along with us on the session. So I want you to go back to the comment section right now and tell us, what is that lie that social media has portrayed to you about the NYSC service here? Tell us, what's that capacity you are building currently in your service here, and we'd love to reply to that beautiful comment. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining Ayooluwa.
Thank you so much for having me.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this session. Until next time, we'll say bye-bye.
Bye.